human rights are protected by laws, can we assert our right to be safe in a society without laws? We learn rules from a very young age and we are fully aware of the disadvantage of not following them. We obey law for our happiness and safety. But have you ever think about what if the law doesn't keep us safe enough?
In recent years, interest in the juvenile law is increasing because of the escalating crime rate of juvenile delinquent. Juvenile delinquent refers to a criminal minor between the age of 10 and 14 who commits a criminal offense in South Korea. Instead of criminal punishment, they are subject to probation or protective disposition under the juvenile law. Therefore, even if they commit violent crimes, such as murder and rape, the greatest punishment is only 2 years to stay in a juvenile detention center with Protective Order number 10 and no criminal record is left.
By exploiting these weak punishment and loopholes in the law, the crimes of some juveniles are becoming increasingly brutal. And some of them commit crimes repeatedly without any reflection. These finally became a big social problem nowadays. Moreover, there's a controversy over some juvenile lack of self-reflection, making some videos by the experience of being admitted to a juvenile detention center, or the criminal history, and posting it on SNS to brag about it. The worst of it is some teenagers who have seen these videos are also posting comments of support, which is raising concerns about the spread of criminal insensitivity. According to the court's Statistics Monthly Report, the number of crimes against juvenile increased by 114%, from 3,315 cases in 2017 to 7,096 this year. Also, according to the Ministry of Justice, the recidivism rate of juvenile delinquent reached 12% last year, which is 3 times that of adults.
If so, is it true that the law is keeping us safe? Isn't the juvenile delinquent who does not receive appropriate punishment for being young living in a society without laws?
The debate over the repeal of the juvenile law has been going on for a long time. But it has not changed for several years. And the opinion of experts are also divided. There is an objection saying that strengthening punishment is not the way to prevent juvenile delinquency. If juvenile offenders are severely punished like adult offenders, the number of desperate criminals will eventually increase. On the other hand, there is also opinions in favor of the revision of juvenile law. Tolerance of the juvenile law is fortunate for the perpetrator, but painful for the victims. Due to the seriousness of juvenile crime, it is necessary to lower the age and expand facilities. As the time changes and the level of juvenile crime increases, it seems necessary to consider the amendment of juvenile law, which was created 60 years ago and continued to these days. Juvenile law is necessary because children should not be treated like adults. Rather than insisting on abolishing the juvenile law, adults' constant interest in children who will create a better society in the future and sufficient education to lead them on the right path are more needed.